name is Brodie, and I'm here once again, along with my friend Peter, to discuss some fanfiction. So
Hello.
You did it again.
Yeah, well,
You're supposed to wait for my cue.
No, you didn't give me that.
Whatever.
No, well.
This time, about the franchise that recently I've become very obsessed with. Peter can confirm this.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't stopped talking about it. How to Train Your Dragon, specifically the movie and show canons, since I've never read the books. Peter, have you read the books?
No, I've always had an interest in reading them, but no, never read them.
Oh, okay. What is your familiarity with this franchise, Peter? Have you watched the show?
I have watched a little bit of one of the shows, I think.
Which one?
I don't know, to be honest.
Was it the one on Netflix?
No.
Okay, then. It's not the
a little bit of the show, and I've watched both films, which I love.
Yes. What's your favourite part of the movie or film, Peter?
I really like the second one, where it's like... It's all these different types of...
I was asking what's your favourite part.
Oh, of what? Like, what do you mean?
Like, what's your favourite scene?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta say... I like when Hiccup meets his mum. That's nice.
Yeah.
That was really nice. I really like that.
I think you're misremembering it a bit, because I remember it being heartbreaking.
Yeah, well...
She has that moment where she just I was like, oh!
Yeah, I know, it's like...
Oh.
I enjoyed that. I was
And
like,
then she like flinches away like she's some kind of animal.
Because she's been away from him so long, it's like, what?
My favourite part of the movie is where, in the second movie as well, is when Toothless and Hiccup failed their first attempt at the flying guide, and they land on like a random rock and say, where do you name this place? Like, Itchy Armpit it is. And then the two just start fighting, and they go like, and the Hiccup says something along the lines of, dragons and humans fighting once again, eternal enemies. That's
I do remember that part.
That's good. Okay, so for those at home who've only ever seen the movies, something that's important to consider when reading How to Train Your Dragon fanfiction is that you have to have at least passing familiarity with the books, because they just love bringing that stuff in.
Really?
Oh god, they just love bringing in characters from the books, because the entire cast has basically been changed.
Yeah.
In fact, I've written some stuff down here that some things that have changed. Okay, so there are several key differences between the books and the movies and the TV shows. Several characters were either adapted or removed entirely during the first movie's development. Even the Last Dragon has changed.
Really?
The Last Dragon looks more like the Wildebeest than he does the Red Death in the movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's also green.
Oh.
Which it's blue in the movie, but it's still called the Red Death.
Actually, yeah, now that you mentioned it, I now question that.
I think the reason they call it the Red Death now is because apparently they named it after its fire because, well, it's red.
Okay.
Well, fire's red though.
Yeah.
So.
Except Toothless's. Except like a Night Fury's.
Yeah. What's blue?
Oh yeah, that's one.
And Grunkles shoot lava.
Like
Remember
lava
Grunkles?
blobs. Yeah.
They're basically pugs.
Yeah, flying pugs with tiny wings.
Tiny pugs with tiny wings. The most prevalent of these changes is Toothless, believe it or not. He's changed the most from the books.
Really?
Yep. Who in the books is a small green toothless tracking dragon.
Oh,
he's so
shit.
small that Hiccup can fit him in his hand.
Oh,
It's
wow.
completely different.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, well, his film counterpart is the powerful Night Fury, obviously.
Yeah.
And I've actually got a picture of what Toothless looks like in the books.
Oh wow, he's adorable.
He's adorable, but he looks nothing
He
like
looks nothing
the
like...
tail kind of looks... I can see the
Kinda,
tail.
yeah, I can see the kind of have the tail.
And that's because in the books, Hiccup actually has two dragons.
What?
One of them
Okay.
is not Toothless, but it acts a lot like movie Toothless. And this one's a sarcastic little shit. And this one, can you guess which dragon this is? Who's this dragon that was adapted in the movie?
I don't know.
That's Stormfly, Astrid's dragon.
Really?
It's not a deadly Nadder, but it's Stormfly.
Oh my gosh. I like this one better, to be honest.
Yeah, Deadly Nadder's in the movie kind of feel off to me.
Yeah.
I look at like the four main dragons. Like you got your Grunkle, you got your Zippleback, the one with two heads.
Yeah, the two-headed one.
And you got the Monstrous Nightmare. And out of those three, the Nadder kind of looks worse than all the other ones.
100%, yeah.
I still like it though.
Yeah, I like its ability, but I don't know. I'm not sure about its design. I've never really liked...
I really like Stormfly, okay? Because you haven't seen the series. You haven't seen all the shit she's done.
No, I haven't.
By the way, Fish Legs Dragon is a girl, Meatlug.
Really?
Yep, it's a girl. Lays eggs, and that's how he knows.
Ah.
Okay. Other changes like this included Kamikaze, who's a character in the books. Who in the books is Hiccup's childhood friend from another island, because they have other Viking tribes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in the
That makes
movies, they
sense.
only have the one, and in the show they have like a couple.
They have a couple, I remember.
But
that.
they're none of those from the books at all. Being adapted into Astrid, because Kamikaze was changed into Astrid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the love interest, is it?
Yes, it's the love interest. Well, not really love interest, because they don't really go into that stuff in the books from what I read on the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
He's like her best friend.
Ah.
Fishlegs in the book is skinny. and the son of a bad guy.
Oh, really?
So he's been changed completely too. Tough Nut Jr. Do you remember Tough Nut? That's the male twin.
Yeah, I do remember Tough Nut.
He was changed to simply Tough Nut and given his twin.
Wait, what? Given?
He didn't have a twin in the books.
Oh, he didn't have a female twin. He
Rough Nut was made for the movies alone because there was only one girl.
Oh, I can see why. Okay, yeah.
Some characters were removed entirely, including a character who may have the best name ever, Big Booby Bertha.
Big Booby Bertha.
Who was Kamikaze's mum.
Okay.
Norbert the Nut Job, an enemy of Hiccup. He has an equivalent in the show. I think it's like Dagger.
I don't remember.
But you definitely don't remember Dagger because you haven't watched it.
No.
I talk about the show a bit too, so just wait for that. And finally, humongously hotshot, the hero, who I only know from name alone. I don't know who he is.
Okay.
The names of places and tribes were also changed, mostly simple things like the people living in Burke being referred to as the Hairy Hooligan Tribe. In the books, but not in the movie. The Hairy Hooligans.
The Hairy Hooligans.
They sound like a football team.
They do. like a little league football team.
Well, Kami's tribe. Kami's like they shorten the Kami all the time because you can't keep saying Kamikaze because of other things.
Yeah.
So in Kami in the book, he's from the Bog Burgers.
Bog
Burglars. They're the Bog Burglars tribes because they're all thieves.
The Bob Burgers.
It's a tribe entirely. It's a tribe entirely made up of women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's what it is. I have a picture of Kami here. She's right there, and that's Big Booby Bertha, her mom. Shit, I think it says in the note down here, hugs will crush you.
Oh my gosh.
And that's Norbert the Nut Job.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is How old is Hiccup in the book?
I think he's 14. He's 14 in the movie, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's 20 in the second one.
Yeah.
The reason I bring this all up is quite simple. Because writers don't care if you've read the books or not, and they'll just put shit in. They care. Kami is in like every fan fiction.
Really?
She's at least mentioned.
Such a weird name, and spelled kamikaze, but spelled with the C.
Yeah, it's because you can't use K because because of the other thing.
But why would you name a character?
Okay. Some things are dubious. We don't know if you've only watched the movies. Some of this canon stuff might change if you watch the show. For example, in the books, Snotloud is Hiccup's cousin.
Really?
And he's the complete asshat. He's just the bully. You know how he acts at the start of the movie? He acts like that forever.
Oh.
In the books, but not in the show. He changes.
That's lame.
Okay. Also, Kami is also in the fanfiction mostly to be a rival for Astrid.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though they're basically the same character?
You can't have a love triangle with only two pieces.
True.
And you can't use Rough Nut. Who would want to go out with Rough Nut?
Yeah.
Poor Rough Nut. Okay, there's an episode in the first series. No, it might be the second one, Defenders of Burke, where she cuts her hair and she looks instantly better. I'm not joking. They cut her hair and she looks better, and then it just grows back to the next episode, and I was really sad. Oh, made sense. It would be too hard to animate. The TV show, while technically taking place in the movie universe, still has numerous characters and dragons which will likely never appear in the main series of movies, but are still highly prevalent in fanfiction. Characters like Dagger the Deranged.
Like I said, never.
Heather. These names don't really fit, do they?
No.
Mala. You don't know any of these characters, do
No.
you?
None of these characters I know.
Well, I won't tell you what to do. Vigo Grimborn. I like Vigo.
I don't know why that sounds familiar.
Vigo's a villain.
I,
And my personal favourite character from the show, Chicken.
Chicken.
He's a literal chicken.
What?
He's a literal chicken.
Okay.
He's Tough Nut's pet.
Oh.
So in every episode after that, he never eats chicken again. Because he loves that chicken so much. There's one episode where Chicken starts talking.
What?
well, Tough Nut thinks he gets bitten by a werewolf or were-dragon, and he's going to turn into one. So he locks himself up, but with only chicken. He's like, Chicken, I'm going to be sorry, but I'm probably going to eat you off this all goes over. And then he realizes, but he was pretending the entire time until someone says, oh wait, werewolves are real. And he goes like, oh shit, no, I was just putting on an act the entire time, but now I'm actually going to turn into a werewolf. He starts freaking out. He doesn't sleep for days. And then he goes out into the woods with Chicken, and the Chicken starts talking to him because he's gone crazy. And then he says, we must go, Chicken. And he waves his arm to the air, grabs Chicken's arm like he's a child, and starts walking along, holding the Chicken's wing. It's so funny. I fucking love that series.
What?
Okay. There are also dragons that will probably never appear in the movies, which will make me sad because I like a lot of these dragons. There's the Shrill, Whispering Death.
I've heard of the Whispering Death. I don't remember anything about it.
Screeching Death.
Screeching Death.
It's a Whispering Death, but super large. It's like bigger than the Red Death.
Oh.
It's huge. A Razor Wing.
I remember the Razor Wing.
A Raptidon. And a Speed Singer. My personal favourite, the Triple Strike. It's like a Scorpion Dragon.
Oh.
I really like those Scorpion Dragons. Okay, so that's the background.
Yeah.
That basically things you need to keep in mind when you're reading How to Train Dragon Fanfiction. Because it's fucking complicated. And people don't care if you've seen everything or not. They'll just put it all in. Moving on to my personal favourite section. And my least favourite to write. Common Trends and Tropes. Peter, can you explain what this section is?
Common trends and tropes. Fuck.
Yeah, this is why I know you haven't been paying attention. Common trends and tropes are trends and tropes that I've noticed throughout all the fanfiction I've read, which is currently a lot, and it's all very fresh in my mind because I only got on this binge a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, oh man, I love that series so much. You should watch it. Dragon King Hiccup.
Dragon King Hiccup, as in like he's the king of dragons.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Hiccups leaves right after he's forced to kill the monstrous nightmare and becomes the Dragon King, the only human in the world who can tame dragons, commonly written before How to Train Your Dragon 2 happens. Because in the books, Hiccup's mum isn't a lovely dragon lover. She's a hero who just goes off on adventures and kills dragons all the time.
Oh.
Actually, in the books, they don't hate dragons. They use dragons from the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
So the movie it might as well be completely different things. Dragon King K-pop is also an edgelord most of the time.
Really?
Yeah. Hybrids, what do you think this trope means? Oh yeah, I forgot to explain that Pete has to guess what these tropes mean. I'll give him a name, and then he has to guess what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing hybrids are talking about two different types of dragons mating and then creating offspring that are like fusions of the two.
That's half of it.
People and dragons? Is that where you're going here?
Well, no, that's dirty. I was talking about people who turn into dragons, obviously.
What?
Obviously.
Okay.
I mean, you ever imagine that maybe in a different universe where, I don't know, they have superpowers that Hiccup turns into Toothless?
I mean, I've never thought of that.
The modern AU, you pretty much know it.
Yes.
So we talked about this in the fairy tale episode.
Yeah.
Go watch that. Do it. Basically, Hiccup is in these modern AUs. Hiccup is typically an intelligent high school or college student. Toothless is either a dog or a cat. And there was one where he was just a dragon.
He's just straight up a dragon.
Dragon in modern times. And Astrid is sporty and very receptive to Hiccup's feelings. Very receptive.
Okay.
And they're all romance. Every single
They're
one.
They're all romance.
It's all romance. Also, Eret, son of Eret, doesn't make sense in a modern context.
Doesn't.
I,
It'd just be Eric Jr.
you know, I
wouldn't
haven't
it?
written this down, but I've...
In that case, wouldn't it just be Eric Jr.?
Eric Jr., yeah, probably. Every time you read a How to Train Your Dragon fanfiction, you should take a drink every time Eret's mentioned, and then you should take another one every time he does something, and I swear you'll only get the first drink.
He's
like
rarely mentioned.
Eric gets mentioned a lot after the second movie came out, but he never really does anything.
He's just there.
He's just there. He's like part of the group,
but does nothing.
Yes. Dark. That's the name of the trope. Dark. What
Edgy.
Do you think? It's edgy. This can include alcoholism, withdrawal systems, and many other adult themes like sex. I don't want to imagine these characters having
No,
sex.
they're really small and not...
They're not small. Hiccup's taller than me. I'd measure. He's like 5'8".
He's not tall to me.
Shut up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. He's not 5'8". He's something taller than that. He's only small because Stoic's like 7 foot.
Yeah. Stoic's big. He's a big boy. Oh, you're alright?
I'm dead. I'm dying. Cut. And we're back. And we're back. I was resuscitated by Peter. It was very hot.
Yeah.
Moving on. Does Hiccup really need 2 legs? Does he really need 2 legs? Does he really need 2 legs, Peter?
Are you gonna say he's gonna like have no legs in these fanfictions?
No, because that would be reasonable. No. In an AU, do you think there's any excuse in the modern context for Hiccup to have lost a leg? Can you explain to me why he's always missing a leg then?
Why in every single
Every single one!
Well, it's like a prosthetic leg.
And if he has one, he's going to lose it. It's like a countdown. You're waiting for Hiccup to lose his leg.
What, does he always get a prosthetic?
For those who don't remember, Hiccup loses his leg in the first movie. And they kind of don't dwell on it too long, because if you did, children would start getting sad.
Yeah.
He takes it off a lot in the show. And I'm very surprised every single time he does it. I'm also very surprised by every single time Tough makes fun of him for it.
What?
He never does it meanfully. It's just because Tough is stupid. Tough is the best character in the show.
He's just dumb.
He's the best character in the show. Mainly because the writers can finally make him funny and give him extended scenes. Because in the movies, he barely does anything.
No, yeah. But...
And I think Rough Knot has more lines than him in the movies. But by God, the show is his time to shine. They even got the same voice actor from the movies.
Really?
So he's like the closest to his film counterpart.
Okay.
Although they're pretty... Yeah, the show's great for making the other characters seem like actual characters.
It expands on them more.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. If Hiccup has 2 legs at the start of a story, you're going to be sure he's going to lose them.
So, it always happens.
Dragon Hiccup.
Dragon Hiccup.
Mm-hmm. It's similar to Hybrid, but different.
I was gonna say, if you told me about, if you just said this one, I would have probably thought about the hybrid one with they change into a dragon, but I don't know, to be honest.
It's stories where Hiccup either gets turned into a dragon or is raised by a dragon in a what-if scenario. If Cliffjumper took Hiccup instead of his mother during that scene, you know, in second movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Imagine if Cliffjumper took that baby. Cliffjunker. Cliffjunker.
Dad of Bab.
Dad of Dragon of Dad Bab.
Yeah.
Yep. Next trope. Asshole cousin. Cousin is quotation marks.
As in Rough Knot?
No, it's not loud.
No, it's not loud. Wait, what?
It's Snotlout the dickbag trader. That's what I've got written here. People don't like Snotlout.
Why?
I don't know. I like Snotlout in the show. In the movies, he doesn't really do not much.
No.
In the show, he's kind of funny.
Yeah, he's just...
In the show, he's constantly shouting Hickstrid. He's like, oh, Hickstrid over here. And he just points towards them. He's like really tired and sick of their bullshit. There's an entire episode where he narrates his life and he starts writing a book about it. It's like a life according to Snotlout. That was pretty funny. How to watch a movie?
They watch a movie.
Yeah, it's like that Harry. Remember that?
Oh,
Harry
it's like
episode?
where they watch their own movies.
Where the cast of the movie watches the movie.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Why is this a fan fiction trope?
But it's like a thing where, like, oh yeah,
We did that.
No, it's like, sometimes they take it during parts of the movie. Like sometimes they make the cast watch the movie after a very certain scene. Because I don't know if you remember this in the first movie. There's a scene where Stoic shoves Hiccup inside and he says, "You're not my son," and he walks out and slams the door.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then they write, it's like, now they're in the room watching the movie from the start, so now they all have context for what's going to happen. And sometimes Valka's there.
Who?
Hiccup's mum.
Oh, yeah.
The last one I have written down here is For the Baby.
For the baby.
For the Baby.
Nothing comes to mind.
Hiccup gets Astrid pregnant by accident.
Oh.
And then they have to get married. I've read 2 like this.
That's funny.
Why is that funny? Teen pregnancy is not funny.
Well, I didn't expect it.
I read one where Snotlout gets Astrid and Hiccup drunk, and then they have sex, and then she gets pregnant by accident.
Oh my god.
It's really sad.
Really?
Because they're just kids.
Oh, is this like them like
This
14?
is like right after the his first movie.
Oh no, I thought you meant this was like
too soon,
dude,
man.
I thought you were talking about like, oh yeah, after the second
No.
movie. Oh, no.
No,
That's even worse.
It's not loud.
They're like 14. They're both like 14.
When Snotlout finds out, he's like a dickbag in the story, but when he finds out, he actually gets fucking stupid depressed and scared of everything. It's I read that one.
Wow.
Shipping. We're moving on to Peter's favourite segment.
This shipping.
Their third favourite segment.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious to see what the shipping will be like for How to Train Your Dragon, because I don't know too many of like the book characters, or if any.
There is only one pairing that matters, and that is Hickstrid. Hickstrid is love. Hickstrid is life. Hickstrid is a universal concept that most of the fandom can understand, and if they do not understand, then they don't understand, and they're weirdos.
Hickstrid. I like Hickstrid.
Or they're book fans, which is understandable, I guess, because those are different characters and Astrid doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's only one chart that I got from the usual suspect, Phantom Statistician. You know the Tumblr?
Yes, the one you.
It's only one. It's for Hiccup.
Okay.
Who's the most popular ship? Keeping in mind
Hiccup
that I said
Astrid.
Yep, 84%.
I like him too. It's good.
There's 2 characters from the show on this list.
Okay. I would never.
1% is Heather. 1% is Rough Nut. 1% is Kamikaze.
Okay.
1% is Dagger.
Okay.
Who is a man, by the way, but that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
There's weird moments where Dagger looks at Hiccup in the show and he goes like, "Yep, I'm gonna get you one day," and he just starts shouting, and it's like really obsessive to a weird degree. So,
what name though? Dagger.
Dagger. It's spelled day. It's spelled day. You know that letter day? No, it's spelled Daggur.
Oh.
Dagger.
Okay. Dagger. Okay, I could kind of see that.
12% is Toothless.
What?
That's the second highest is Toothless.
Why?
Would you fuck a dragon?
No.
I don't think I would either. But that's why they turned Toothless into a boy first. That's another trope. Toothless the human.
Oh, okay.
He gets turned into a dog in some other fanfictions. And 1%, and the last 1% is Valka. Hiccup's mom.
Oh my god.
That's not funny.
That's not funny.
That's weird, guys.
That is weird.
Incest is not wincest.
Incest is not wincest.
And that's it for that. None of the ships matter. Although, if I had to say one more thing about shipping, is that Snotlout never gets paired with anyone.
That's sad.
And sometimes he's gay. Only sometimes, though.
Only sometimes.
And Fishlegs gets paired with Rough Nut most of the time.
Really?
Yes. You know, in the second movie, they had their weird rivalry.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Where they're both like trying to show off to.
To Rough Nut.
Yeah.
And Tough Nut's like in the. There's actually a deleted scene where Tough Nut is selling them secrets on how to will. I wish that was.
I wish that was in the movie now.
I wish that was in the movie. That would have been so cool.
That would have been funny.
There was also another deleted scene where the movie was supposed to start with Valka freeing a dragon. Like, you know how they find the place that's just covered in ice from the Brodie's attack?
Uh-huh.
They're going to show the scene that led up to that happening. So Valka was saving a dragon, and then she almost gets captured by Eret, son of Eret. Then the Brodie just comes in and fucking wrecks the shit. It would have been cool.
It would have been cool.
Like that would have been the start of the movie. Now moving on to Peter's real favourite section.
Mm.
Stories I may have or may not have read at one point or another. I've got 6. I think I've got around 6 or 7 today.
Okay.
Starting off strong. Persephone by sunflowerb.
Persephone's a Greek god.
Yes, wife of Hades.
Yeah. What?
Got kidnapped, remember?
I do remember.
Yeah. She was meant to be the price for peace. Her life in exchange for the Dragon Master's mercy. Her captor wasn't supposed to be a ghost from her past. And she wasn't supposed to become his ally or his lover. And when news spreads of this blonde-haired girl at the Dragon Master's side, there will be repercussions for dragons and Vikings alike. A.U. Astrid, multi-chapter. Did I read this one? Can you guess what's happening just from this description?
Just from the description, I'm guessing that Hiccup is the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, that's what I guess too.
For some reason, sacrifice. Astrid is.
Yeah, that's what I guess too. That seems to be what it's implying.
Mm. I'm gonna say you didn't read this.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I fucking love this story. Mm. It's great.
It's great.
So basically, you know that scene where Astrid starts running off to the village?
Yeah.
After she sees Hiccup with the dragon, it's like, well, instead of like Hiccup trying to stop her, he's just like, well, time to leave.
Oh.
And then they think Toothless just ate him.
Really?
So they think he's dead. So Stoic hates Astrid now because she fucking ditched him in the woods.
Wow.
So, and then when like 5 years pass, and all the raids continue happening because the Red Death is still alive.
Yeah.
So now Stoic double hates dragons because he lost his wife and his son. And then he goes like, well, there's the Dragon Master here. And the Dragon Master shows up, and it's Hiccup. And he shows up during the raids, and they think he's causing them, but he's actually saving people on both sides. And he doesn't talk to anybody because he doesn't want his dad to know he's alive. And then Stoic goes like, well, maybe if I reason with this guy, I can get off, like make me stop the raids. And he's like, what does a man want? And then he looks to his side and sees a person he hates and a pretty girl, and he goes like, well, virgin sacrifice time.
Fucking hell.
Do you think Stoic would do that? I don't think he would.
I don't think he'd do that. I mean, depends how like warped he became, I guess.
He's really angry in this fanfiction.
He was angry in the in the first movie.
Also, Kamikaze's in this fanfiction.
Really?
Hiccup steals her clothes to give to Astrid.
Why?
Because she only has a dress. Because she was kidnapped. So basically, in the first chapter, so Peter, I actually want you to read this one because I do
actually want to read this
one.
I'm curious now. See what the fuck this is about.
It's like for reference, it's 40 chapters long and 23.
Is it finished?
236,000 words. It's finished.
Oh wow!
It's finished. It finished like.
I'm always happy.
It finished last month.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like when fanfiction writers actually finish their.
I genuinely like this one. What was I going to say before I got cut off?
I have no idea.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll think about it later. I'll remember. Next one. Hiccup's journey to Japan.
Is this modern AU?
No.
Oh.
By cjupsher. By cjupsher. Cjupsher. Fucking hell. After the battle of the Red Death, Hiccup disappears. Disappear is spelt wrong. And his exploring takes him to Japan, where he finds that the land has suddenly started being raided by dragons. Can Hiccup help the Shogun save his people? What is the cause of the sudden raiding? Find out. Disclaimer: I do not own How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, I didn't mention how many favorites the last one had. 42,000.
No? Wow.
Yep, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Did I read this one?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Damn it! That's 2 for 2 wrong.
Well, you got all of last week. You got all Fairy Tales week, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay. No, I didn't read this one. Why would I read this one?
I don't know. I was just like,
Does this sound like something you could read?
No.
It only has 279 favorites, which is actually a lot still.
The subject matter doesn't really interest me.
It's finished.
With a blurb.
It's complete. It's 20,000 words and 7 chapters. And I believe it also has a sequel with how Hiccup becomes a Viking samurai.
Like, as in with a katana?
Yeah. I bet he sets it on fire too, because that's the movie thing.
Yeah, I remember that. He makes it fiery.
The Gift That Bonds Us by NinjaRiderWriter. One last time. She only wanted to see her son one last time. 15 years since Cloudjumper took her away, Darker returns to Berk to see her son before leaving forever. But the son she left has grown up, and he's taken after her in more ways than one. For Hiccup, his life suddenly changes when he finds a mysterious dragon lady in the woods. Set during How to Train Your Dragon 1 AU.
Ah.
Did I read this one? Can you guess what happens from the description alone, though?
I don't know. Just meets his mum. I don't know what besides that, though, to be honest.
He meets his mum in the first movie instead of the...
Yeah. So he meets her earlier on than when he's 20.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he gets to grow up more with her. Like,
yeah, it's
learn
like
from her.
5 extra years.
Yeah, so he gets to learn all of what she's learnt about
like
dragons.
5 years earlier.
Yeah. Which would be really useful, actually.
Mm.
Really useful.
Did I read this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
It actually sounds like something I would read, too.
I remember that she doesn't tell him who she is. Until near the very end. And this is after he shoots down Toothless, by the way.
Oh.
Like, she's watching what happens with him and Toothless. You know, the scene where he goes, like, he looks into Toothless's eyes and he goes, like, oh shit, what have I done? Well, she's watching that happen and she realizes, oh shit, this boy is like me. My son's like me. And I left him all alone on his own. In this village that hates dragons.
Yeah, and he can't
And then she realizes I fucked up. Because she did fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her and I understand, but she's still fucked up. That's the conclusion I make from this. And I like Cloudjumper and he's in it a lot.
Yay.
Cloudjumper's cool. He looks cool. I like owls and I like dragons. So he wins. Not one of them! Exclamation mark. By ShipMistress. He is a playboy who can have every girl he wants. She is his best friend. What could go wrong? This is a Hickstred themed modern AU. Inspired by Taylor Swift's album Reputation. It is rated M for sexual intercourse and language. Subtitle: Everyone is stupid. It is marked as complete because the main story is. There will, however, be further epilogues.
Okay.
Did I read this one?
No.
No, I didn't.
I wouldn't have read it.
I should, though.
just to see what it's like.
I'm going to search it up right now. I'll read it later. Next one. What the Water Gave Me by P-Artsypants. The sea is a wild and dangerous thing, something that cannot be foretold or predicted. Hiccup discovered this many years ago in his human naivete. Yet what was meant as a sacrifice became new life. One like no one could comprehend. Now he finds himself once more in the unknowing hands of those that sentence him to death. He only prays things will be different this time. Mermaid AU.
What?
I've got an image. That's his cover. Describe to folks at home what it is.
Is that supposed to be Hiccup, like, with his hand up high-fiving a tail?
That's his tail.
Oh,
He's
that's
a
supposed
mermaid!
to be... Oh, that's supposed to be his tail. It looked like there was...
See, look!
I see that part, but it just looks weird. Like, that shouldn't be how it works in terms of curves.
Does that make sense to you? How to Train Dragon? Is that your thought process? How to Train Dragon mermaids?
No, not really, but I feel like it's somewhere in the lore. I don't know, it doesn't sound super out of place, but at the same time it's like, Okay.
Okay. There's an episode in the show where they fight underwater dragons because there are underwater
They're all
dragons.
yeah. That's like shoot out like boiling hot water.
There's
and
one
stuff.
that's so big that when it sucks in water, it causes a whirlpool and it destroys like an entire.
Wasn't that in the book of the first movie where Hiccup's going through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it might be named something different though.
We never get to see a lot of those dragons though that he goes through in the book.
Oh, you see them all.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, in the show.
In the show, yeah.
Oh yeah, in the show. Okay. Yeah.
You see a bone napper in the show.
Really? Oh, shit.
You see there's a bunch of ones in there. A Skuldron.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's the hot boiling water one.
Yeah, that you see a Skuldron. There's Skuldrons everywhere in the show.
Yeah. Okay.
How to Watch a Movie with Vikings and Dragons by Westward Meadowlark. After the argument with Stoic and Hiccup, I make them watch the movie. Chaos ensures. I will make the sequel.
Okay.
Did I read this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. There's a lot of angst in this one.
Love angst.
A lot of angst, a lot of hugging, a lot of son, I'm proud of you. And I think at one point, Hiccup just kisses Astrid. I think.
So is this them watching it while they're 14 and it's like...
Remember what I mentioned before?
Yeah.
It's right after the argument where Stoic slams the door and then they're just teleported. Also, there's a weirdo scene. He's like, I'm a witch. I'm going to make you watch this movie. It's weird.
It's pretty much the
self-insert.
author... Yeah, the author as a witch who's like, fucking watch yourselves be you.
Look at you. That's you.
That's you.
That's you. That's it. Now on to fun facts.
You should probably sound like...
Okay, fine. There's a total of 16.9 thousand stories solely about the How to Train Your Dragon franchise on the website fanfiction.net under the movie category. This makes it the 6th most popular movie franchise to write about on the site, just above Rise of the Guardians and below High School Musical.
Oh.
This also makes it not only the most written about DreamWorks film on the site, but also the most written about animated movie.
Huh.
Although this number may be inflated due to the spin-off series promoting a healthy fan base well past the release of the last film. I think the last season of the last show came out the start of this year.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I remember seeing that.
The most favoured story about How to Train Your Dragon on the website fanfiction.net, with just over 47,000 favourites, is titled Hitchups and was written by the Antic Repartee. Hiccup didn't see the point in stopping Astrid as she ran off towards his village, towards his father, with his most desperately protected secret. He was leaving anyway. A coming-of-age story tale deviates from the movie, borderline bromance comedy.
Ah, okay. Is it like that?
He goes on a road
one?
trip across the world.
Ah, okay. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck all this.
There's a lot where Hiccup, like after he takes off, he just takes off on a trip around the world. He ends up in Rome. No, in like in a Greece city that I have no idea where it is. In one of the ones I've read.
I'm really curious in the How to Train Dragon universe, since it's in the Viking era. Are just dragons fucking everywhere?
Well, in some fan fiction, they're only in the archipelago where the Vikings are.
Okay.
Well, where Hiccup's Vikings are.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're across the entire planet.
I can imagine dragons on like famous mountains like Mount Fuji and like Mount Everest and all that.
Well, we were talking about one earlier. Dragons in Japan again.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Big Four. Do you know what the Big Four is?
No.
The Big Four is a popular fandom crossover for 4 major Disney/DreamWorks films. Brave, Rise of the Guardians, Tangled, and of course, How to Train Your Dragon. Mainly featuring the characters Jack Frost, Merida, Rapunzel, and Hiccup. In late 2013, the film Frozen and the characters Elsa and Anna of Arianda were quickly added to the crossover. This is something made by children.
Oh. Who love these films.
Yep. The most popular form of the fan work are fan art and gift sets made to look like the scenes where characters from different movies are interacting. So they Photoshop pictures of them interacting. But there is also inspired fanfics and vids that are styled to look like a trailer.
Oh.
So they like fan-made trailers.
Oh, really?
What do you think would happen? Did you see Brave?
I did see Brave.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Stoic or Merida's dad? Because that'd be close.
I reckon Stoic. I don't know.
I guess there was that scene where Stoic picked up a
big...
cart and threw it at a dragon.
And threw it at a dragon. That's what I was gonna say.
He does that a lot in the show. He picks up like a giant wooden pillar and starts using it as a weapon. He just swings it around.
He's a big hulking
man.
Viking boy.
But Merida's dad's the bear king. He kills bears all the time.
True. But I know Stoic killed dragons.
That's true.
Stoic killed dragons.
Two popular pairings from this fandom is Jack/Frost/Rapunzel and Merida/Hiccup. Although other pairings such as Jack Frost/Merida and Rapunzel/Hiccup do exist as well. Basically, they're all shit with each other.
What about Hiccup x Jack Frost?
And now I'll end with the most important thing. Okay. Basically, it's just very simple. They just want these characters to exist in the same thing.
Okay. They just love these characters, and just want them to exist together.
Yeah. I read some crossover fanfiction about it. I did. It was okay.
It was okay?
It was okay.
Just okay?
There was that one where, you remember the villain from Brave?
Yeah.
He was like the son of the Red Death, and he's like a crazed, insane man. He like fucking beats Stoic and the Bear King at the same time in a fight.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh wow, Fred established. The two biggest badasses in each movie, respectively, get taken out by one guy. That's a threat.
That's a threat.
And then Hiccup shoots him, puts like a bomb in his mouth, and his head explodes.
Wait, what? That's a fucking jump.
It's M-rated. Hiccup, why did you murder that guy?
Yeah, why did you murder that guy? I thought you don't like murdering.
Yeah, he was a dick. Cut my father-in-law's head off.
Oh.
Because in that one, it's Merida x Hiccup. Because the setup for that story is like, oh, Stoic and the Bear King have set up an alliance. Time to get married. that would work well together. She's basically just Astrid anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Except she has a real bad aversion to marriage.
Yeah, which is like...
And a really bad accent.
It's not that bad.
I remember it being bad.
It's not that bad.
I feel like I might be misremembering.
It's not that bad.
I haven't seen Brave in ages. I don't want to watch it.
I don't know. Did they get a legitimate like Scottish woman to?
I don't
voice her? I don't
think her mum was voiced by a Scottish lady at all. I think she sounded an American accent.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think her mother actually was. My favorite scene from that movie is still, but Mom, it's just my boo. I don't know why I love that.
In the fanfiction I read, Astrid gets mad at her because she's a foreigner, and then breaks her bow.
Oh, what? Because she's a foreigner.
Well, they're like a really close-knit community.
Yeah.
They're like there's a single village and a single island.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were terrified of outsiders.
Yeah, a little bit racist.
A little bit racist.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. I think that's it.
You reckon that's it?
Yeah, Peter. Would you read any of these fanfictions I've suggested to you?
I would actually.
Which one? What's its name?
I would read the first one.
First
I would
Symphony.
read the one where Hiccup meets his mum, you know, when he's 14.
Okay.
And there's another one, I just can't remember what it was.
The road trip one, where he goes around the world with his...
I'd be interested in that, yeah.
Okay.
I'd be interested in that.
Well, that's basically it.
Yeah.
I've read most of these already. Overall, my conclusion is... How to Train Your Dragon Fanfiction? Good. It's Gucci.
It sounds like it's actually pretty good. Like
it
sounds like the fandom's really...
Most of it I've
chill.
read seems to be pretty consistent, even if there's a lot of repeated ideas.
There doesn't seem to be as, like, the weirder ideas. Are they, like, really out there ideas or like pairings or just fan fictions that you've seen? That you've just scrolled past?
I read a fan fiction that was basically... Remember Planes, Trains and Automobiles?
Sorry?
Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the movie?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I
Never
think
heard
the
of it.
fan fiction I read might have been a word-for-word copy, just replaced Astrid with the girl.
Oh.
And no, just replace the girl with Astrid and the man with Hiccup. And that was amusing.
That
was pretty funny. There's a scene where they blow up trucks. Does that happen in the movie?
I don't know. I've never watched it.
Like Hiccup, like wires some like giant trucks to blow up because the twins almost got ran off the road by them. There's a scene where they will have to hitchhike and Snotlout pulls over and he says, Snotlout, oi, 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 as he pulls over. He was like, hey, Astrid. And it's like, that's so accurate to the movies. I just lost my shit. Oh.
That's funny.
Would you watch the show now? After I told you about the chicken episode?
Yeah. I might. I'll consider it.
What about just to see my favorite dragon, the Triple Strike?
I'm actually interested in it for the dragons.
I'll show you a picture. So just fill time. Just keep telling your opinions while I get the picture up.
Okay. Opinions about what exactly? Just about the...
No, about what I've just told you to say. Would you read any of these fanfiction? Like, just keep going.
Yeah, I would. I'll definitely read it. Because I'm kind of curious to see what Dragon Lord or Dragon King Hiccup would be like. Because you said they were edgy, yes?
Yeah, he's an edgy boy. Here he is.
Oh, wow, okay.
Scorpion Dragon. Its tail splits in the freeze, too.
Oh,
so he has, like, 3 pointers.
Oh,
see, like that.
Okay. That'd be terrifying if it was an actual thing.
I love this thing. It's great. And that is all.
That is all.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the channel. We've been getting some views, and I've been really happy. Even though we do these for fun.
Yeah, we just do these for fun.
We do these for fun.
If people enjoy it, then that's cool.
This is all an excuse for me to rant about my weird fetishes. That's not the right word, is it?
That's really not the right.
That wasn't the right word.
Oh, you heard here, folks. Everything we've talked about is a part of Brodie's fetishes.
I jacked off to everything here.
Everything. Dragon porn, you've got it. Oh my god.
It could turn into a lady, yes.
Oh my god.
But no otherwise.
No otherwise. It has to be
like
lady.
A Fire Emblem dragon. That I can get behind. Except if it's a little girl. Not those ones.
Not those ones.
Oh god, are there any that don't turn into little girls?
There are.
Oh no.
There are.
There's only one.
There's only one though.
And that's one that was once a little girl in a past game.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm trapped. I can hear the sirens now. Goodbye, everybody.
Alright. See you next episode.
If I had to get out of prison fast enough.